Alright, welcome back to my channel. So today I actually want to touch on when it comes to pH of your water and soil. Here in South Texas we actually have high pH soils as well as high pH water. With the soils, the parent rock material is more than likely limestone. That's why the pH is so high here. It's actually around 7.9 or 7.8 to 8.0. But in regards to the water, the city actually will increase the water's pH before it reaches your house. That way it doesn't affect your pipes or corrode your pipes. So that's actually will affect your trees with such high pH water. And a lot of people can't irrigate with rainwater. Most people don't have 10,000 gallon water storage tanks to actually use to irrigate with. And if you have a lot of fruit trees, that 10,000 gallons of water stored won't actually go far. And if you live in a residential area like I do, doing swales is kind of out of the picture. But there's a way around that. And I actually, with my water, my city water, I will filter that water before it gets to the trees, as well as lower the pH of that water. Because last year I actually did an experiment of where I did not lower the pH of my water for I would say the majority of the year, and you can tell the difference in the trees. All of the trees leaves started turning pale yellow because before they were bright green, so they started turning pale yellow, especially towards the top of the tree, as well as the quality of the fruit decreased as well. But I actually will use I do use the Venturi injector, and that injector actually works by creating suction. It'll pull, because I have a where is it at? Right here. I have a what is that? 20 gallon trash can. So I'll fill that trash can full of water, and then I'll use citric acid to lower the pH by a lot. It'll actually drop down to like 3.0, 2.0, 4. It'll get pretty low. But the Venturi injector will actually suck the low pH citric acid water up, mixed with the filtered city water, and when it reaches the plants, because I have a little pH meter that I use, once it reaches the plants, the pH of that water is actually like 6.5, 6.0, and that's the range that I shoot for, because I know naturally in the soil the pH is 8.0, 7.8 in that area. So if I'm irrigating with 6.0 water, it kind of balances out to about 7.0 in regards to the soil. But let me show you guys the little Venturi injector, as well as my little setup that I use to lower the pH of my water. So first, let's start with the Venturi injector. Here goes the injector right here. I got it set up to where the hose comes through here, and then it goes through those two back filters. I'm actually about to install another filter. That way I can remove much more contaminants and all the junk that's in the city water. But I'm gonna add a third filter in there somewhere. I'll make a video on that as well. But it comes back around, and then it's with this little green tube, comes back here, attaches here, goes up, comes back down, and then goes through. This is actually shut, so the water cannot pass through here. You don't necessarily need this. I just use this in case I just need normal water for something. Let's say I need to use my pressure water and I need normal water, so I'll use this. I'll turn this all the way on. That way the water, and I'll turn these off, turn this one off, and then that way the water flows through here and then down out through to my hose. But this is actually set to all the way off or closed, so the water is trapped here and has to come back down through here, come back down, and it goes through this Venturi injector, which creates pressure, some type of pressure, and then it'll actually suck water through that hose up into here and mix with the water that's actually traveling through here as well. So you'll have suction coming through here. This citric acid water will be pulled up and mixed with the normal water, come back up. That's closed, so it can't travel back that way, and then it has to go throughout the irrigation that I do have set up here. But yeah, it's pretty simple, and the only caveat or the only thing you need to be worried about in regards to the venturi injector is actually making sure that there is no pressure coming back through to here, because if there is pressure built up here where the water is not escaping wherever it's going to, like let's say I turn on my irrigation here, let's say I turn on that and it's the drippers are not working for some reason and there's pressure backing up, this will actually not pull any type of suction. It needs no pressure coming back towards this to actually start pulling water through here. And that's the only thing you need to be worried about in regards to the venturi injector. Make sure that there is no pressure coming back towards it, and you don't need this or this. You can actually set this up straight to be running to your water. It's just that sometimes I do need just normal water for certain things at the house. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Everything can be bought from Home Depot, Lowe's, big box stores, things like that. But yeah, this is the venturi injector. So I forgot to mention right here, this part is the control of the suction, the amount of fluids that you do want to be entering in your irrigation water. And this actually controls the amount that goes through. You can actually shut it off as well, put it on 0, which closes it, or you from 1 to 4, which 4 allows the most amount of liquid to pass through and mix with your water. So yeah, if you guys live in an urban area like I do, and the only option you have is city water, there's nothing wrong with watering with city water. You just need to make sure that you filter it as best as possible. Or if you have a ton of money, you can actually invest in an RO system. More than likely your water bill is going to be through the roof, but if you have the money, why not? It's better than city water. But yeah, if city water is the only option, there's nothing wrong with it. Just make sure you take the necessary steps to actually filter that water as much as possible, as well as adjust the pH, because the city will actually increase the pH of that water before it reaches your house. That way it doesn't affect your pipes. They're not necessarily concerned about your vegetables. However, you can actually take some steps and use that Mozzie injector to lower that pH back down to a normal level. 7.0 is perfect, but if you have high pH soils, I would shoot for 6.0. That way it kind of balances it out. But yeah, if you guys got something out of this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.